Hey, welcome back to Emlyn in the Mix. Going to be looking at the brand new SoftSynth Concept 2 by Krotos. Let's get stuck straight into it. How does it sound? And let's look at some of its presets. So first off, you'll see these large windows, which are basically showing different parameters inside the synth and what it's doing. And depending on what preset we have, that's going to actually change the different parameters available in these windows. For example, on this default here, you can see we've got 3 LFOs, we've got the mod wheel, and we've got this tweak it here. Basically, to change each parameter, you just click on it and you'll see inside, for example, in the LFO here, we have the frequency and the depth, and you can actually change the shape here as well. You can change it to sync, and you've also got LFO retriggable mode here as well. And you've even got granular depth and filter cutoff here as well. So you can alter how the LFO is affecting those things there. And it's just really easy to use. You can obviously increase your frequency, and you'll see here that actually you can see it, the waveform actually increasing. You can increase the depth, or you can lower the depth. And you can just sort of see how the waveform gets affected with these nice large screens. So kudos to the teams at Krotos, just making it really easy to be able to get in there and change the synth to get the sound that you like. All right, let's get stuck into how this SoftSynth sounds. So let's get into some of the presets here. We'll just go straight to the first preset on the list, which is 80 strings pads. Let's just have a quick listen to it here. The presets sound so good on this SoftSynth, as you'll hear. We'll go through a few more here. Let's go to our next one, Acid Res. Yeah, so as I said earlier, you can see the windows here are changing up for your easy accessibility to change those parameters depending on the preset. So for example, we've got 2 envelopes here, we've got 1 LFO, we've got our mod wheel, and we've got our tweak it button down here, which we're going to show in a sec what that exactly does. Now, looking around the SoftSynth before we get stuck into more presets, obviously at the top left, you've got your oscillators here. You've got your amplitude over here, you've got your cutoff and filter over here, your different filters, and you got compression and effects and a limiter down here on the bottom right. But it just makes for really easy editing. Like I can open up my second envelope here, we can extend the sustain, or we can actually just push it up like that. We can extend our release. So if you like tweaking your synths and getting the sound you like, this is actually going to be the SoftSynth for you. It's just very easy to use. Forget about going into all the little nitty-gritty parameters. You can just go into these large ones here. You know, I can change the decay, change the attack, give it a bit more sustain. And because we've got 2 envelopes there, you're going to get a really interesting sound. Let's keep going through, looking at some different presets here. Analog twist. And you can also see your sampled instrument down here, which it's playing through the sample as you play, and you can actually see what is actually being affected there, which is really nice. We can do our filter cutoff here on the amplitude. We can increase our LFO, give it a bit more frequency, a bit more depth. That's almost giving it a vibrato effect, but as you can see, super easy to tweak and modulate. You do have this tweak button down here, which I said we'll look at in a moment. It's very simple, very straightforward. I just click on that window there, brings me into here. I don't even have to click on that window. I can actually click those dice, as you can see, click those dice, and it's going to totally tweak the parameters and make something completely different. Something with a bit of decay, a bit of attack there, long attack. Interesting. Obviously it's the same preset, but we're getting different results. Slow attack. All right, let's keep looking along at our different presets here, but you get the idea of how the tweak it mode works. It's very nice if you just want to roll the dice and find a sound that maybe suits you and what you want to do. Yeah, a bit of nice distortion on there. Obviously the filters sound really good on this. of high res on there as well. Let's give it a tweak. Wow, a bit of distortion on there. One other little feature I wanted to show, which is just a nice accommodating feature on the front panel here, is we can change the skin just by clicking this, and I like that it's right there. You don't have to go into an option and change it. It's just a little feature, nothing massive, but it is good. You could do, depending on the lighting or how you're working in your studio, maybe you're getting a bit of fatigue with the darker skin, you can quickly just go over to the lighter skin like that. It's very nice. All right, let's keep going through our presets here, looking at our factory presets. Let's look at some leads, and we'll just pick one here at random, Gradual Stutter. And let's just have a quick listen to that. It's got 3 LFOs sort of working together. You can see one going up here, and you got the other 2, which are sort of working and creating like this synchy sort of sound. That's really cool. Let's go through, look at another preset here. Now, one thing for certain is that the soft synths these days are just sounding so good. The emulation is so good, and Concept 2 is no exception. This sounds really good. You got a really nice glide on this preset, but it also has a very rich analog sound. Like, it just sounds freaking cool. I like that glide sound. It's kind of cool. Grip Me lead. All right, let's look at another lead here. Gritter. Well, there's a lot happening with the LFO here. You can see there's a lot actually happening. You got this advanced shape thing here. Obviously you can change that. Looks like it's connected or synced to an LFO or a modulator. You got your LFOs working away here. You got your amplitude. We can increase the decay and just really open up the sound. Let's go back to our presets, see what else we have here. Let's see, what about plucks? Plucks are hard to emulate, like your pluck strings, that sort of thing. Let's just have a listen. Not bad, not bad. Very, very nice indeed. Let's go another pluck here. Ooh, some nice granular. Yeah, so what's interesting is you've got this XY capture in this particular preset here, which has got some playback direction going here. You can obviously capture, you can record it, you know, I can make it go all crazy like this, record it, and then that'll play back exactly what I did with the XY capture. And my performance then is more or less being played back to us. But overall, what I do have to say about Concept 2 is just a very easy hands-on synth for changing the sound and getting the sound you want. For a beginner, this is absolutely perfect. It might look overwhelming, but these 5 windows here, which are featured smack bang in the middle of Concept 2, make it so easy to just get in there and work out and see what's going on and actually learn about synthesis. Like, sort of learn how the sounds interact with each other and what these different sort of effects and parameters and modulation does. Anyway, guys, that is my overview of Concept 2. I hope you liked it. I hope you get to hear some of the sounds and my thoughts on what I feel. I have to say it's probably one of my favorite soft synths of 2021. I really like Concept 2. I like the ease of being able to change the sound, and for beginners and advanced software synthesizer users alike, you're going to absolutely love being able to just deep dive. You can do the deep diving stuff, or you can do the really easy tweaking with these 5 windows. It just makes it a breeze, and to get your own sound is really easy. Well done to the team at Krotos, and Concept 2 is a banger of a synth. Soft synth of 2021, maybe. I think it's pretty good. It's definitely up there in my top 5. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like on the way out and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like this sort of audio technology and music technology banter, I do a weekly podcast where it's basically just me talking about software and hardware, music technology and hardware that I really enjoy and love, and that I get to review on this channel, on YouTube, and on the podcast, which is simply boom, Emlyn in the Mix. Check out the Emlyn in the Mix podcast, which is available on iTunes and Spotify if you want to hear more of me rambling on about audio technology, music technology for your studio needs. I review lots of cool hardware and software technology on a weekly basis, so check out the podcast updated weekly. And until next time, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Peace out.